Are we okay?
Running diagnostics. Significant trauma detected.
Charon's going to regret that.
Church? North was a crazy son of a bitch. He's alive! You okay, dude? Yeah, I'm good. Where are we?
There's more taking shelter inside the ship, but most of us are just scattered around the planet. I'm worried about Kimball. No matter what we say, the feds seem to think she just let Doyle die. She's hardly said a word since we landed.
What happened? The mercenaries escaped. In a few hours, this will all be over. One way or another. Oh, I will never get tired of that.
We lost too many people.
Fewer people, bigger cuts. Besides, we have all we need right here. Isn't that right?
If you now possess the key, then you have proven your worth.
That's what I like to hear. So, when we activate this purge...
The purge should only be activated as a last resort, if the inhabitants of the planet are not worthy.
Buddy, trust me, I've met the guys, so not worthy. I just want to double check and be sure that we won't be wiped along with them.
Those residing within the temple will be spared.
Perfect! Now, how exactly do we activate
What
them?
about our remaining forces? They'll be killed guarding the communication temple.
Look, they were good men. Well, actually, they were disgusting, murdering bastards. But the point is, what they don't know won't hurt them. Until they're dead.
Some of them are former partners.
But orders are orders. Locus, when have we ever looked out for anyone other than ourselves?
They trust us.
And what, that gives them some sort of immunity? Survival isn't a right, it's a privilege. It's earned. That's the one thing we've always agreed on. If they deserve to live, then they'd be strong enough to stop us, and smart enough never to trust anyone. We'll need to come up with something to tell Price and the Tartarus. You know, once it's done. Maybe the money will be enough.
Sirs, Control just sent us a new transmission. They don't sound too happy about losing Harmonia's artifacts.
Ugh, great. You want to take that?
I thought you were the people person.
Man, you suck. Just ask this thing how to activate the temple, then let's go. You know, I wonder how much Hargrove would pay for an alien AI.
My creators believed the key and their gifts could only be wielded by a true warrior. I was skeptical of the first human, and am even more so of this one. I shall prepare all necessary data for the activation of the purge.
You guard these relics. You spoke to me in the gateway. Created the things I saw.
Correct.
Then can you tell me, what did Felix see? What is it he's afraid of?
Is it not so obvious?
Alright, then we have a plan. You sure this will work? Felix will have to activate the purge personally, which means Locus will be with him. And since they know our target's the comm temple, it's safe to assume that's where they'll send their men.
Wash and I take defense, while the rest of you go on offense.
Just pretend it's a good old game of capture the flag. You know we're terrible at capture the flag, right?
So, assuming that all of this plays out the way we hope it will, we still need to take over a heavily fortified alien tower. Anybody else seeing a problem here?
We emptied the armory as best we could. Well, we ain't exactly armed to the teeth.
It's also worth mentioning that half of our army still hates the other half of our army.
Then let me talk to them.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
I am. Excuse me. If I could have your attention, please.
Hey, turn it up.
It's Kimball.
The fuck does she want?
I know many of you probably don't care for what I have to say, but it's something that needs to be said.
Think she can do this? Hell yeah, Kimball's a great speaker.
I never believed this truce would last.
Oh god, we're screwed.
I thought that if we managed to survive Charon, it would only be a matter of time before we were back at each other's throats. I believe this because in my eyes, the Federal Army of Chorus was still the enemy. When you spend every day fighting a war, you learn to demonize your attackers. To you, they're evil, they're subhuman. Because if they weren't, then what would that make you? What I'm trying to say is I've been afraid to see you for what you really are. You're our brothers, our sisters, and the things we've done to one another are unforgivable. But General Doyle was able to see past that. In the end, he understood that now isn't the time for pride or anger, now is the time for unity. Every day I ask myself, what do you fight for? And every day I answer, for a better tomorrow. Well, if we can't set aside our past and start trusting one another, there won't be a tomorrow. So please, fight with me. Fight to see Malcolm Hargrove locked away for the rest of his life. Fight to wipe that stupid grin off of Felix's face. Fight because you deserve to fucking win!
Well, shit. I'll fight for that.
Woo! Wiggle rhythm time!
I've never been so excited!
I've always loved you, Katie!
What?
Misread that. Alright, let's kill the bad guys!
Not too shabby.
Still, it's not gonna be easy.
No, it isn't. But you're forgetting that we still have something that Charon doesn't.
We do?
I wondered when you would return.